they can be on social media because they're trying to be on social media, not because they want to be in a conversation with you. So it's like if I'm on Instagram, it's because I'm on Instagram. Don't equate me being on Instagram to wanting to text you back.
Oh yeah,
So
now
y'all
you know.
see that? Y'all see that?
What you just told us.
Y'all
If a
see that
man
tone?
told you what you just told us,
Y'all see
your
that
bottom
tone?
lip will be stuck out.
Toya, you know you don't
Y'all-
even believe that crap. Try it,
Like,
girls. Stop.
you would have a whole sad face. You'd block that nigga before you finish sending the text message.
I don't get it. I'm not on y'all side, so sometimes I like hearing women express themselves and explain, because to y'all you make sense. Like hearing from what Michelle said to even what you said, I would filter it different. We all got the same 24 hours, and if you're really interacting with somebody, I'm not saying a bum, Jay, but a guy who may, like Willie set the foundation of, yo, he's already got it figured out. Like money's no option. He's got autonomy, flexibility. So if he's willing to be like, hey, let's you know,
That's right. We in there. Take one of these jobs from me. You know what I mean? Let me just
Yeah.
have one.
jobs is wild. You
True.
gotta get the word.
True.
Man.
He still gotta do the dance, right? Like it's just like you still gotta do it. You know, he's not just because it like you gonna double text a girl the first day you get her number?
Nah,
No,
no,
right?
not at all.
What?
I know
Okay.
the dance. So
Why is that double text? Why is that?
What is
even a thing?
double
Like, who
text?
cares?
I mean,
You
I
can't reach
text
out
you.
to me and tell me.
No, I mean, I text you. You haven't replied yet. Do you
yeah, I'm
like,
not doing that.
I'm not texting you again. Wait till you
Oh,
text me
okay.
back.
I ain't doing
At
that.
what time?
I'm not doing that either.
But like,
What you
okay,
say?
why does that have to? If I'm okay, so if I'm dating, True, right, and or I'm sorry, not dating. If we're getting to know each other, and I'm thinking about you, maybe you had a date, and I'm like, oh, it was such a great day. I'm thinking about you, and I send you a message, and an hour goes by, and you don't respond, and just thinking about you. So what if I double text or
It's
somebody
different.
double text?
Nobody does that.
For
Nobody.
you, a guy. I'm saying even if it was a guy, I don't care if somebody double
Nah.
texting me. It's if somebody's saying like, "Hello?" question mark. That's a little
Yeah,
different.
see,
Like if
That's
I'm
an
glad
anxious attachment.
you can't. Yeah, I appreciate you saying that, and that's why I like that we're having these conversations. The rules are a little different. Like Mon is talking about the dance. You may be cool with it, but see, there's no way of telling which woman is cool with it. And that's where the whole getting to know her on a personal level and figuring out her tolerance, because double texting for you is perfect. Lakeisha may be like, nah, this dude's a little sketch. I'm gonna back off. You know,
gotta
it just
remember that.
Well, what about like communicating with them and asking? You can just.
What do you mean? What do you mean, pretty?
Like if you're saying like there's no way to know you have to play a dance, like what about just clearly communicating? Like, hey, how many times a day do you like to kind of be in touch? Do you prefer text? Do you prefer call? Like just kind of asking people.
That
No, I'm just like
good.
I'm just asking. Like, what about have you seen that to not work where people lie? Like where it's like you can't just like say, not just are you one of those people, but more so an open-ended question. Just like, okay, how do you typically kind of do this? Do you like to be a texter? Are you a phone call person? Like, do you like to see people in person? Just asking questions like that.
I think in theory that sounds good, but I don't know. And maybe some men on the panel could tell me otherwise. I don't think we typically do that. I think there's just a general introduction, and then you pay attention to how she responds, her level of engagement. Because I hear you. Maybe there are people that be like, hey, so what time is good to reach out? Or,
I mean, not like what time, but more so like how do you typically do this? Yeah, like personally, I do that even with platonic friends. Like when I meet girlfriend, new women that I'm like, oh my God, you're so cool. Can we be friends? And I'm like, are you like a texter? Are you a caller? Like I'll ask them how they like to be communicated with. And they'll be like, oh, I'm one of those people like you can't call me past 5 o'clock, girl. I'm not going to answer. And like they'll literally just tell me.
But the variable is that you're dealing with another woman, and therefore
what I'm saying is people. What I'm saying is people. I just gave an example of it can be platonic, but what I'm saying is like, have you ever thought about just asking?
That's the problem. People don't do it. Lay it all out on the line as much as you can. Ask questions to understand, and we would have so many better relationships.
Is the idea that a woman's or just say a person's response time, level of initiation, and then overall reciprocation of effort, and correlates to their level of interest in you?
I'm trying to sound intelligent.
Not always.
So I'm gonna ask you this: you said you don't mind double texting the guy, right? So you double text a guy and he doesn't respond until tomorrow. How would you feel?
So I don't like that.
Why?
I'll be fine.
If I don't like
I'm
that.
asking
So
that.
if you gave me an honest, listen, I'm sorry, this is what happened. My phone broke, fell in the toilet, whatever the case is, right? Then okay, I take him for what he shows me right at that moment. If this is a pattern, then okay, listen, I know then this is not the style of communication that I want.
What you know?
But hey, wait, that pattern you're talking about, that pattern of his response time, level
a
of
whole day
initiation,
later, yes,
and overall effort, I mean reciprocation of effort not being what you think it should be, is what I just said. Like that matters. If a person is going all day without texting you, it takes 5 seconds literally to send a 50-word voice memo or
it
a
does.
information.
I'll say like for me, like I feel like I'm usually on that side where it's like, Dag, I didn't hear from you for all these hours, and I'm like, okay, like I said, I have a lot of responsibility. So if I'm training and I train from 8:30 to 4:30, I'm physically training a class, right? Then it's hours. I'm literally speaking for hours. I'm PowerPoint presentation. I might give them a break and maybe I'm not even like I'm doing this. I'm grading a test, so it could be sometimes hours, but if a person is that important to me and they know what I do, right, then I would expect them to have a level of understanding as I would.
I don't mean the work day, because if someone goes 8 hours without talking to me, that just means they have a job. That's not what I'm talking
But
about.
not everybody agrees with that. Not everybody is okay with that.
Well, yeah, because a lot of people work in call centers and help desk and shit, and so they can sit and have their phone at work. Then some people have careers, they're in court, they're in surgery, they're doing things where they can't have their. So it just depends on who you're dating. And the women who think that a man is supposed to be able to text them all day aren't dating niggas that are actually doing anything significant, which is fine.
I want to miss you. Don't
but
text me,
someone who can go 24 hours without talking to you, like regardless of how busy they are, it tells you that their level of interest is not either there or has not gotten to a point where they feel like they have to talk to you every day. And that's why men, we don't like to double text women, because the one thing that a lot of y'all like to do is y'all highlight these average niggas and say, look at him talking to himself in my inbox. Look at him. I haven't responded. Look at him liking, like y'all highlight a man's interest in you when it's unreciprocated, as if it's a bad thing to shame men. And that is why now men are not trying to double text y'all. They're trying to move at your pace when they're talking. So
you know what?
I agree with you.
All that.
I agree with you. However, them guys that be talking to themselves in your inbox for forever, that's a little red flaggish. So like,
yeah, because they double text you. You double text the girl.
No, not double text. I'm talking about the people who actually be in your inbox having conversations with themselves.
Yeah, or the ones, or like the women who, when a man doesn't respond, I guess you over there with your other hoes. It's the same thing. Like
y'all would never entertain that kind of conversation. Like that's juvenile to me.
Yeah,
that sounds so ridiculous. Like he don't have a life.
Come on, we're gonna be honest. We're gonna be honest over here, right? We're gonna be honest. Y'all know.
Never have I ever.
Maybe not you, but you.
mean,
maybe not you, but you telling me you don't know no women that act like off kilter.
She told us about that girl she works with. I guarantee you, she texting her nigga like, oh, so you ain't looked at your phone in the 36 seconds since I texted you last.
100%.
I see you on Instagram. See the green light,
bruh. Oh, so you can post on Facebook, but you can't return my text.
Text me back.
Like, not driving me funny, but I think women cornered the market.
But you on it though. Am I? Where's the lie though?
So that's the thing, right? So you know the cool part about social media is you've been in the military, so you understand. You worked in a skiff before. You understand? And we can get on Facebook from our computer, so you can text me all day on my phone. It's outside in a lockbox in a Faraday bag, but I'm on Facebook because that's what I can use to communicate throughout the day. So if you see that's where I'm communicating, message me there. But no, you text me over and over and over and over and over again, and then wonder why I'm not responding.
But also, I just feel like sometimes people are in a space where it's like they can be on social media because they're trying to be on social media, not because they want to be in a conversation with you. So it's like, if I'm on Instagram, it's because I'm on Instagram. Don't equate me being on Instagram to wanting to text you back.
Oh yeah,
So,
now you know.
Y'all see that?
What you just told us.
Y'all
If a
see that
man
tone?
told you what you just told us,
Y'all see
your
that
bottom
tone?
lip would be stuck out.
Toya, you know you don't
Y'all-
even believe that crap. Try, girls, stop.
You would have a whole sad face. You'd block that nigga before you finish sending the text message. If a dude told you,
I'm talking about in general.
I ain't feel like talking. Like, this is why men lie to y'all. Like, this is the reason why so many men are gonna lie to y'all, because y'all say silly shit like that, but it only applies to what you do. If a man did that, it would not be acceptable. If a man
But they
told
do it all the time.
well, yeah, I'm on Instagram. Yeah, so what, bitch? I don't want to talk to you. Like, none of y'all are gonna take that.
Did y'all hear her tone though? I'm telling y'all, she yells at people. Y'all hear that tone? I'm gonna respect my boundaries. I'm on Instagram. That was tone.
Spicy.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let them keep talking.
I know you ain't coming for me. That's crazy.
I'm gonna let the dog. I'm
right.
So what about lack of accountability? I wrote that as a red flag. I wrote that a lot of times, like when people blame their exes for their last relationship failing, but they never say like what happened and what their part was in the breakup or the marriage, all that. I think that or never apologizes or turn every issue on you. I think that's a red flag. Lack of accountability.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people are actually like wired to have multiple relationships, and unfortunately, our access is vast nowadays. So you typically run into that lacking accountability because for some odd reason you single, right, and you perfect and you flawless, like you did nothing wrong, like it clearly was their fault. It clearly was their fault, and they're not here to defend themselves. So definitely, Lakeisha, definitely.
Right. Yeah.
I usually just listen to what they say, and everything they say that the other person did is probably they're telling on themselves. So I take that with a grain of salt. Like, that's all I'm saying.
Anytime a woman talks bad to me about her ex the first time, like where it's unwarranted, I didn't ask, it's not part of the conversation, it's not relevant, I let that go. The second time, I'm gonna ask her to call her, because what I would appreciate is if anytime a woman spoke bad on me, that somebody that was listening had that same consideration. Because again, if you have all these niggas that have you been in failed relationships with, no disrespect to you, baby, but all of them niggas is not the issue. You are the common denominator between every mile of dick you've taken in your life. So if you've been with 50 niggas and they've all fucked up, you are the common denominator between them. Like it's simple math. So you can
Willie,
think that. Go ahead, Trey. I'm sorry.
No, you could. I mean to interrupt. I thought you was landing, but here's the problem with that.